Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between two great forests, there lived a lazy boy named Jack. He was always looking for an easy way to get what he wanted, without putting in any effort. One day, he set his sights on the juicy tomatoes growing in the garden of a kind farmer. As Jack was sneaking into the garden to steal some tomatoes, he was caught by the farmer. Feeling embarrassed and guilty, Jack ran as fast as his lazy legs could carry him into the forest. As he was running, he stumbled upon an old and sick wolf. The wolf was weak and helpless, its fur matted and dirty, its eyes cloudy with illness. Jack thought how the wolf could survive without being able to feed himself. Suddenly, a big lion appeared out of nowhere, carrying a piece of meat in his mouth. Jack quickly climbed a tree to be safe, but the wolf was too old and couldn't run. The lion approached the wolf and gently placed the meat by his side. The wolf was grateful and thanked the lion for his kindness. Jack was amazed at the kindness of the lion. He couldn't help but think that God takes care of everyone and must have a plan for him too. He laid down and waited for some days without any food, hoping that someone would bring him food. But no one came. He became very hungry and weak, and he finally decided to leave. On his way, in the deep forest, he met a wise man. "Why do you look so sad, young boy?" the wise man asked, his eyes kind and understanding. "I am hungry and no one will help me," Jack said, his voice cracking with emotion. "I saw an old wolf in the forest, almost dying from hunger. A lion came and gave him a piece of meat. I thought God has a plan for me too, but no one helped me, and now I wonder why God treated the wolf so much better than me." The wise man looked at Jack with kind eyes and said, "God didn't treat the wolf better than you, Jack. God has a plan for everyone, and for you, God has other plan. God wanted you to be like the lion, not the wolf. The lion is strong and brave, and he uses his strength to help others. God wants you to be like the lion, to use your strength and courage to help those in need." The wolf was given a gift because it was weak and sick, and it needed help. But you, my young friend, were given a challenge. You were given the chance to learn the value of hard work and selflessness, and to understand that true strength comes from within, not from the outside world. Jack was deeply moved by the wise man's words. He felt ashamed of his own actions and realized that he had been selfish and lazy, and that he needed to change his ways. Jack decided to change and become a kind and compassionate, just like the lion. He thanked the wise old man for his words and promised to become a better person. And so, Jack left the forest a changed man, determined to use his strength and courage to help others, just like the lion had helped the wolf. Always remember, God has a plan for each one of us. In your life, you will face many challenges, but you have to be ready to meet them head on, with the wisdom and strength. When things are not going the way you want, think, maybe God has other plan for you, and His plan is greater than yours.